Hello, everybody. So, in the UK at the moment, we are talking about the digital ID card that's been around since, well, a form of it has been around in the public consciousness, according to the press, since Blair. Well, that is a load of, how should I put this? Bull and ox. Now, this is my proof. This is my theory. This is my proof. There is a classic show. Give me a second. I'll just bring it. Called Yes Minister, which aired an episode on the 24th of March, 1980. Now, Yes Minister is a political show where Sir Humphrey Appleby, basically a personal secretary to Jim Hacker, an MP in the show, walk through issues, and it's very, very funny. If you ever get to watch it, please do. It's very British, but it also is funny if you get the jokes. The jokes are funny, but you've got to be a little bit into politics. You don't have to be much, but you've got to be a little bit into politics and understand a few things, and it is hilarious. But something pinged in my head when we're talking about this digital ID, and everyone's saying that Blair came up with it. Nope. Nope. He didn't. In 1980, the episode basically said that the European have been wanting this since 1980. They have been wanting hard for British citizens because it was a joke in the show that basically Prime Minister was going to get the Napoleon Prize, which is a secret prize. It actually exists, actually. Quite funny. But it's incredible how ahead of the time this actual episode is. It's the writing on the wall, if you want to look up the episode. I can't unfortunately show you, and there's a one bit that will basically be hilarious. I can't show it to you because it'll get copyright claimed out the arse. But you look it up on YouTube, BBC writing on the wall. There are clips of it, and they talk about the Europass, which is basically an ID card for British citizens in 1980, and they won't stand for it. Yet we still won't stand for it in 2025. It's a European idea. It's been a European idea since the day dot. And let's put it this way. The 1 million signature petition is going to do approximately nothing. I'm sorry, it's not going to do anything. The problem with it is that too little, too late. This is coming in. But what annoys me is that as it's coming in, this new ID card, the one thing that annoys me is the word that every computer designer of anything, feature creep. Now, what is feature creep? Feature creep is, say you've got a car, but you also want it to have rockets now. And halfway down the design, you've got these rockets. But, oh no, you need it to be amphibious as well. And then you keep going with this feature creep, and it keeps getting larger and more cumbersome and more unwieldy. This is what this ID card is going to be, and it is going to be the biggest target for hackers. And let's face it, hackers have been doing some incredible things lately. Not good things, but it's just like Jaguar Land Rover are in trouble because hackers have basically gone, "You." Oh, sorry about this. I've got oh, sorry. But hackers have been doing awful things with Jaguar Land Rover, and it it kills me that we're doing this now. We are, what I hear, we might be going to war with Russia, and it's just like, so you're gonna do this? Have a database of all UK citizens? And it's just like, why? Why now? This is the last thing we need. This is the last thing we need. It's like saying you can shoot yourself in the head or you can shoot yourself in the foot, and it's just, no. I need my feet. It's it's insane. I can't understand why people think this is not going to go ahead. Unfortunately, it's going to go ahead. This government is tyrannical and frankly insane. Conservatives beforehand are looking like fucking legends. In comparison, these people are just out of their minds, and we can't get them out because we've gotten into this horrible feed. I don't know when it was, but there used to be in the 90s this amount of time where the government was, for X many years, I think it's about 3, every so many years, it would have an election, and it would literally, you could put it date to date to date. Unless I've gone completely doolally, I could be, but I just remember it that it was every few years you could sort of set your watch by an election, and it's just like the last couple of years, it's been like year after year after year, one government, the Conservatives, and then we go, oh, we've had Labour, we're going through Labour. We have the Conservatives back. Can we have anybody else? Yeah, oh, this is gonna be. I thought the Online Safety Act was awful. I looked at how that was implemented. Jesus Christ, that was stupid. The amount of VPNs that came out, and it's just, I wish I'd seen this. I wish I'd thought about it. I didn't think about it. I should have put some stocks in VPNs because all the stocks of VPNs went up. And missed opportunity, never mind. But oh my god. People think that this is not going to go ahead. It is. Tony Blair made this. No, it's been the Europeans, and they've wanted it since day dot. Because I remember this classic TV show, and it's a little bit of evidence, but I think it wouldn't be as funny as it is if it wasn't as real as it is. Yeah, it's episode 5 of Yes Minister, season 1. Frankly, I don't know why the BBC haven't gone, everybody watch this. And frankly, it seems weird that the BBC have forgotten about Yes Minister. For some reason, I think the clip would do gangbusters, and it's, yeah. I really think the whole world the whole of the UK, it's not been asleep at the wheel, but we've been oh, let's worry about Palestine, let's worry about immigration, let's worry about a lot of things, and we've got this in our laps, and it's just like it it feels like a live grenade with the pin taken out, and it's and we're just holding it. It's just like, how the hell are we going to get rid of it? Um, I don't think we can, unfortunately. I don't know what to do. It's politically, I'm not that savvy. Well, I wouldn't say I'm unsavvy, but there are some things in politics that just make no sense to me. But there are some things that, straight down the line, I understand. Uh, there is no way that the Labour Party think they are going to win any election for the next 2 decades. It's, I think the Conservatives or Farage's lot could walk in and everyone would be happy, waving them in. If, let's face it, if Boris Johnson said, I'm coming back to politics, I want to be Prime Minister again, I think everyone would clap and walk him into the bloody number 10. It's ridiculous. We have gotten ourselves into a state that when we dig up Margaret Thatcher, can we have her back? We oh it is that ridiculous. And this, I'm going to call it brick card, but that's what they should call it in the show. It's the digital ID. Is one of the most awful things I have ever heard of. And the feature creep that I'm talking about is, it can only do this, 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 and this. Right, next couple of months, it can access your bank account now. Oh, that's nice. What the hell do you need to access the bank account for? They've been saying that it will auto-fill your tax return. Excuse me? I'm as thick as pigments. Or pig shit, but pigments. And it's just like, I can do a tax return. I do not need my tax return auto filled in. It takes me about half a day to do, and it is not difficult. I am as thick as pigments, pig shit, and I can do it. Why the fuck do I need an AI go in and do it for me? Get fucking lost. And the problem is that I can just see people going, oh, that number's right, I'm not paying much tax. And then it goes, no, you do pay this tax because X, Y, and Z. This is, it's not, it's not a good idea. I think this whole thing is not a good idea. Will this get Labour out? No. No. What will get Labour out? If I knew, I'd be trying to run a party to do it. If I knew that, I'd be a millionaire. I really would, because basically I sell a book saying how to get Labour out of the government, and it's just like, sell it. It would sell like hotcakes because everybody wants to know how to these idiots to the curb. Because I don't think for the next 20 years they are not going to get into power again. It is going to be, the Lib Dems are dead. I don't know what the hell they've been doing. They haven't talked at all. They seem to be about as they're a zombie. Liberal Democrats have done nothing in the past 3, 4, 5 years. I just think that the whole thing is, so it's reform, conservative. That is the way it's going to go. And let's not even talk about Nigel. Not Nigel Farage. Jeremy Corbyn. Oh yeah. the funny thing. If you read about Jeremy Corbyn's new party, oh, you are going to laugh your socks off. Ridiculous. Uh, ugh. What? I knew Corbyn was ridiculous when his deputy. This was years ago. This was before even they came into power. It was Corbyn was in power, and then his second in command, I don't know who it was at the time, showed up with Chairman. Now I think it's Chairman Mao's little red book, and I thought, sorry, what the hell? We're British. Why have you got that? And the joke wasn't funny. It wasn't. Oh, it's. I have never voted for Labour. I never will vote for. Well, I think 90% of the public will now never vote for Labour in their lifetime. You have got to be really wrapped around a Labour Party member's finger or something else. I'm not going to be as crude, but how they are going to get, well, they're going to get taken out of government at some point. When? Sooner the better, but it's going to take time. They have got to call an election. Now, I remember, as I was talking back a bit earlier, about every so often it was sort of a set number of years, then there was an election, but that's got kicked to the curb. It wasn't due to COVID, it was due to something else. I think it was due to the Second Iraq War or something. I don't know. Oh, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So see why this is aggravating everybody. But please do understand, Tony Blair was just saying the party line. This has been around since the 80s. And even then, I think it's been around a lot longer than that. This idea of the showing papers. Yeah, I think this is ridiculous. Will this work? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not going to say it's going to be an easy transition. But in a couple of years, I don't know. The excuse it's to stop the migrants working, well, that's a load of bull ox. It's the largest amount of bull ox in the world. But I don't know what the hell anybody's going to do. The petition to get it discussed in Parliament, yeah, it'll get discussed. Labour will just say, "Nah, we'll chuck this little petition in the shredder, and nobody will get, and it'll come through." It's how we've gotten into this situation. It's because we have believed Labour mouthing the Conservatives for what they did during COVID. Now, I'm sorry, Labour has basically put their foot in it for the next 20 years. Nobody is going to vote Labour ever again. I think they are going to just fall into a quagmire. Conservatives, if they get Tammy Bednock, yeah, no, she's not a good leader. She's she doesn't have the charisma of somebody like Nigel Farage or Boris Johnson. Let's face it, Boris Johnson had and has charisma. The problem was he had COVID and then he got his nuts taken away, as it were. He just became the wettest thing on earth. I think it's ridiculous. Um, it's historically the biggest shame in the world because if he hadn't got COVID, I reckon the world would be a different place because he is he was a damn good leader. He was doing his best, for God's sakes, in circumstances that, face it, we didn't know what the hell was going on at the time. It's every morning, me and my dad, God rest him, went downstairs and listened to the government, and we understood that they didn't know much. Nobody else did either. It's everyone was scared. The government was the only one talking the modicum of sense. What annoyed me though was what was his name? He was prime minister for a while. Last prime minister. What was his name? Oh, him. I can't remember his name. He is an absolute wet blanket. He came up with this idea when everybody was going, okay, stay away from each other, keep everything right. And it's just like, oh, let's go and have dinner in restaurants. And you're like, you a moron. Um, and yeah, he was. And we made him prime minister, unfortunately. It's odious little man. Really, odious is not the word. He was odious, but for God's sakes, Dharma is like, ooh. You've got a gun. You can go back in time, and there are two babies. One of them's called Hitler, and one of them's called Starlet. Starmer, Keir Starmer, as a baby. Why did you shoot Starmer 3 times? Uh, yeah, it's yeah, yeah. Oh, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So, guys, this ID card has been around for yonks. It's not Tony Blair's idea, it's the European idea, and it's been going for yonks. It's been since the 80s. I was born in 85. This was before I was born, for God's sake. I'm 40 years old this year. This has been going a lot longer than Tony Blair. Don't believe the hype. It's a European idea. It's not Labour's idea, but it's Labour just following the instructions of the European overlords. And we voted for Brexit. I love Brexit. The idea of Brexit was good, and now it's basically it's not a handbrake turn. It's just basically it's just wax ourselves into a brick wall and go, no, we can't do a U-turn. We've broken the car. Oh, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.